Hello everyone, welcome back to another video. Today, I want to talk about an episode of Ahsoka that premiered a while ago, Shadow Warrior, and discuss a common comment that I saw online about this episode, regarding Anakin's final lesson not making too much sense. But before we jump into it, if you were to leave a like on this video, I'd appreciate it. Without further ado, let's get into it. Alright, so many fans were left confused after episode 5, as Anakin seems very different here than we've seen before. He's a blend of both dark and the light, showing that after being destroyed, he truly became the balance of the Force, becoming this sort of father figure in the Star Wars universe. However, even with all that said, his entire appearance is very vague and not explained at all. We still do not know if this was the world between worlds or a vision in Ahsoka's head. Hence, today, I'm here to give my own interpretation about these events. Alright, so it all begins with Anakin challenging Ahsoka, saying she can either
live or die.
They engage in a fight and go through 3 memories, ending with Ahsoka beating Anakin. Now I believe that the entire point of this was Anakin letting Ahsoka know that not all students are the same as the masters, as that's the entire point of these 3 memories, is showing how each of our 2 characters view certain situations completely differently and have different responses to them. Now the first memory shows a battle from the Clone Wars. Anakin of course rushes to the victory, trying to win the battle, not questioning why or what for. He has an objective that he wants taken care of, whereas Ahsoka is questioning everything.
This is the Clone Wars!
Yeah, no kidding.
This was one of our first missions. Why are we here?
You tell me.
She's unsure of the entire situation, but is willing to trust her master enough to follow him into the mist, showing that even while they're different and have different reactions to such a situation, they're still able to somehow bond and cooperate in this situation. Now, the second memory shows the beginning of the inevitable split of the characters. Anakin says that due to the different times, Ahsoka needs to adapt and become the leader. He forces a path onto her, and when Ahsoka tries to deny that path, he tells her that there is no other way.
Then you'll die.
Showing that Anakin has a very centered way of thinking, not accepting other ways, being in his thinking bubble, which frightens Ahsoka, and then she sees the glimpses of what will Anakin become, showing what that kind of mindset will lead you, and to what path is Ahsoka going if she continues to follow Anakin. Hence, finally, we get to the last memory. One in which Anakin originally doesn't appear. By this point, Ahsoka is her own person that rejected the Jedi. She questions Anakin's actions and how he thinks she will become like him. To this, Anakin responds with anger, as he thinks Ahsoka didn't understand anything, and attacks her. They fight yet again, and Ahsoka comes on top, answering to his choice at the beginning. She chooses to live, and spares his life. Anakin smiles, saying,
There's hope for you yet.
Now this to me is very clear that Anakin specifically chose these memories as he wanted to let Ahsoka know to not to worry that she will become like him, which was set up before in the series, and more importantly, this entire theme is seen between Ahsoka and Sabine, as Anakin basically is telling her that Sabine won't be like her. She will be different too and make different choices that Ahsoka may not agree with, but she will have to accept those choices, for that is the responsibility of all masters. And by showing these memories, he also shows Ahsoka what were the consequences of Anakin being in a certain thinking bubble. Hence, Ahsoka needs to open her mind to accept different point of views, to understand different situations, so she doesn't end up like him. I hope this cleared up some of your thoughts about this episode. I personally really like the concept of it, though it was a bit messy when I first watched it. Remember, this is all just my interpretation. You can have your own, as Anakin's lesson can be seen many different ways. And let me guys know down in the comments, what did you guys think of the episodes, and how do you see Anakin's final lesson to Ahsoka? Before further ado, I'll catch you guys next time. Bye bye.
One is never too old to learn, Snips.